Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday and welcome to the Wake Up Wenatchee Valley Morning Show on the NCW Live channel. Thank you for being with us today this morning. I'm Jasmin Sanchez. Today is Thursday, February 1st. Can you believe that we are already in the first week of February, the second month of the year? That is so exciting. Just a little recap of yesterday. We did have our winning Wednesday yesterday, where we were announcing the tickets giveaways that we were doing. So thank you for everybody who participated. We will be announcing the winner at the end of the show, so make sure that you stay with us throughout the entire show so that you can see if you were the lucky winner of 2 tickets. Remember, you can take a buddy with you, you can take your best friend or anybody really that you want. And the pair of tickets is for the Crab Feed fundraiser. The ticket values are $240 for both tickets. Now let's take a look and see what the weather is like for us this morning. Looking at the jump off camera in Wenatchee, this camera is located right after our cross camera. It looks cold this morning. It was definitely rainy all of day yesterday, and we did have a temperature change in the past couple of days, but it looks foggy, cold, and a bit snowy this morning. There's definitely snow up in the mountain and in many areas here, so bundle up, everybody. If you're still at home or getting ready to go to work, getting ready to head to school this morning, make sure you wear a jacket and warm clothes for today. Now let's head on over to Cashmere. Good morning to everybody in Cashmere, my hometown, my dear hometown. This is our Hay Canyon camera this morning. There looks like there's already traffic heading towards Leavenworth and towards Wenatchee. Hope everybody is staying safe and driving safe out there. There is still a fog everywhere this morning, but I don't see any snow close to the camera at least, but you can see snow up ahead in the further mountains. Good morning for everybody to Cashmere, and this is what the cameras are looking like near Hay Canyon. Now let's go on and move on to our Cascadia camera this morning and see what that has for us. This camera is located just down the road on the one-way. There's not a lot of traffic this morning, actually. As you can see, it's still dark outside. We don't see any snow. The ground does look a little bit slippery and wet. When I was driving to work this morning, it was definitely wet on the road. So just, again, make sure that you are driving cautiously and being safe. Now we go on to our Orondo Rock camera. Hello to everybody that is watching us from Lake Enya. You can now see Turtle Rock, and what you can see here on the screen may be a mix of wet rain. Can't tell if it's snowing or just rain. It looks to me more rain than anything. So good morning to everybody and hello. Now let's go ahead and see what the weather holds for us. Today, as you can see, is a 60% chance of rain with high temperatures of 45 degrees and possibly a low temperature of 38 tonight. It looks like it'll be mostly rainy, mainly between noon and 4 p.m. Patchy fog before 11 a.m. Otherwise cloudy with a high near of 45. We should expect to have calm winds with a chance of precipitation is 60%. The new precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. For tonight, patchy fog before 2 a.m. Otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 38, light and variable wind. Friday, mostly cloudy with a high near 45, calm wind. And for Friday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 34 degrees, and we should expect west winds 3 to 5 miles per hour. Saturday, mostly cloudy with a high near 45, northwest wind 3 to 5 miles per hour. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 44. And for Sunday, a 20% chance of rain after 10 a.m. Snow level should be around 2,300 feet, mostly cloudy with a high near of 43. Sunday night, a 10% chance of rain after 4 a.m. Snow level at 2,500 feet, mostly cloudy with a low around 35. Now for Monday, let's see what we have here for Monday. Look at that. We are expecting rain again on Monday. We have a 30% chance of rain, mainly after 10 a.m. and snow level at 2,100 feet, mostly cloudy with a high near of 41. For Monday night, a 30% chance of rain, mainly before 10 p.m. Snow level at 2,400 feet, mostly cloudy with a low of around 33. Tuesday, 30% chance of rain, snow level at 2,100 feet, partly sunny with a high near of 43. For Tuesday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 31. And for Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 42 and lows of 21. Now, coming up later in the show, and Moses Lake police say with the news, say a group of unattended dogs attacked a pedestrian and one of their officers on Saturday. We spoke to our good friend Mauricio Sanchez, and he will also be in the show coming up next. If you guys do not know who Mauricio Sanchez is, he is head coach of the Wenatchee All-Stars FC. It was such an exciting conversation, and we're so happy to welcome him into the studio later on for the show. And of course, if you guys have been watching us for a while, you will know that today is Thursday, and you know what that means. We have Pause for Pets coming up later in the show as well. Thanks for joining us this morning, and don't go anywhere. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Check out clubprocashmere.com for upcoming events and tickets.
Global Car Care has the best customer service in the Valley. From the moment you walk in the door, their goal is to help you stay on the road, so you can keep doing what's important to you. Global Car Care certified ASE mechanics stand behind your automotive repairs.
The day after I met her, I called and asked her to go on a date with me, and we came to Abby's Pizza for our first date.
Eating it across from each other, I'll never forget it. This place is special.
It's barbecue chicken pizza season at Abby's Legendary Pizza, baby. Featuring our flavorful pizza sauce and a 3-cheese blend, layered with BBQ sauce, chicken, and onions. Order your hot and fresh feast now at abbys.com. A legendary pizza tradition.
Around here, Jack Frost nips more than just your nose. That's why people here drive Honda. Dependable all-wheel drive with traction control, with heated steering wheel and seats to keep Jack Frost off your seat, which will make it very happy. And since it's no fun to fill up in this weather, isn't it cool that Honda is known for legendary fuel efficiency? Great deals are here now, and so is Mr. Frost. So see your Inland Northwest Honda dealer today. Honda can handle it.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Now on to the news for today. Moses Lake police say a group of unattended dogs attacked a pedestrian and then one of their officers on Saturday, leading the officer to fatally shoot one of them. It started when an off-duty sergeant driving in the 1800 block of South Division Street saw a group of 3 dogs approach a pedestrian on the sidewalk. One of the dogs, a white pit bull, bit the man until the police sergeant honked his horn to drive it off. The dogs went on to harass 2 more pedestrians before an on-duty officer arrived with a rifle. Police say the pit bull then charged the officer, who fired 1 shot and killed the animal. Police contacted the dog's owner and helped to patch a hole in the fence through which they'd apparently escaped. The case is now being investigated by Animal Control. And a caregiver in the East Wenatchee Assisted Living Center is accused of fondling a female client. Prosecutors on Tuesday charged 18-year-old Luis Hernandez Orduna with incident liberty, saying he inappropriately touched a 78-year-old dementia patient in his care. Douglas County Sheriff's deputies say the incident took place January 13th in the memory care section of Bonaventure of East Wenatchee and was witnessed by one other employee. Hernandez, who started working at Bonaventure last October, has been suspended from the job. He was released on his own, recognizing after appearing in Superior Court on Friday. Indecent liberties in a Class B felony. In a 10-year strategic plan by the Washington State Department of Natural Resources, Leavenworth is named as the top location most likely to be exposed to wildland fire. That fact was brought up in a homeowner insurance policy seminar last Thursday between the Office of the Insurance Commissioner and people who live in the Lake Wenatchee Fire and Rescue District. David Forte, a senior policy advisor for OIC, explained that the wildfire risk and perceived risk is changing home insurance.
Meaning insurance companies aren't going to accept this many folks, and they're going to tighten their underwriting criteria to only accept lower risk. And this ultimately means folks needing insurance will discover it more difficult to find, and if they do find it, it will be much more expensive. And we're all feeling this play out in Washington State.
Now, there are two bills in this legislative session regarding insurance, including Senate Bill 5789, which seeks a 60-day notice for insurers to state the, quote, actual reason why they are canceling or not renewing a policy. The other is House Bill 2330, which addresses how insurers handle wildfire risk disclosure scores. A contractor with the Washington State Department of Transportation is launching a project to stabilize the slope terrain along State Route 17 between Soap Lake and Coulee City. The work will promote safe travel for drivers by reducing the chance of rock falls through removing rocks and installing netting. The work is split into two phases. Phase 1 will commence mid-February and will cover between milepost 76 and 85. Temporary closures are expected but have not yet been scheduled. The DOT says it will provide more information as the start of the project draws near. Now, the Curious Conversation series is back, but this time it's completely virtual, meaning online. The 6-week education series teaches participants mediation tactics and restorative practices, including skills for de-escalation and peaceful communication. The lessons are facilitated by the Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center and is brought on by a partnership between NCW Libraries, the NCW Equity Alliance, and Our Valley, Our Future. The sessions begin next week on February 6th and will continue over several days until the last session on February 2nd. People can sign up for each session or drop in as they are available, and those interested can find the link on ncwlife.com or register on the NCW Libraries website. Thank you for everybody for joining us today on Thursday, February 1st. If you do not have time to tune into the news this morning, we do have news available later on in the evening today at 5, 6, and 10 p.m. And how can you watch these segments? You can go onto ncwlife.com. We have a Facebook page as well as a YouTube page where these segments are uploaded. And if you have a smartphone, you can download our app. If you are watching us right now and you have a smartphone, you can take a picture of this code and the app will automatically pop up on your phone. It is now free to use and you are more than welcome to watch us there. If you do happen to know anything important going on, anything newsworthy that you think our reporters should know about so we can talk about it on the show, please send us an email with those details at news@ncwlife.com. Thank you for being with us this morning. We'll be right back.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Most of us are in touch with the internet in one way or another all day long. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, and in touch. Locatel cares about your connection. We know strong, reliable internet with your choice of speed makes life better. If you need fast, reliable internet, or maybe an upgrade, or you just have questions, connect with us by visiting locatel.com or call 509-888-8888 today.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Welcome back to the show. You are watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm Jasmin Sanchez, and today is Thursday, February 1st. Now, moving on to sports. The Seahawks have gone from one of the oldest coaches in the NFL to the youngest. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported Wednesday morning that the Seahawks and Mike Macdonald had agreed to terms to make the 60-year-old Seattle's new head coach. NFL Network's Tom Pelissero reported the contract will cover 6 years. Seattle moved off 72-year-old Pete Carroll following his 14th season at the helm of the franchise, who won a Super Bowl and fell to the Patriots in another during his time. Macdonald had spent the past 2 seasons as Baltimore's defensive coordinator, leading the Ravens to an NFL first with his defense leading the league in fewest points allowed 16.5, most sacks 60, and most takeaways 31. The Seahawks are expected to hold a press conference today officially introducing Mike Macdonald as its new coach. We'll have highlights of that tonight during the NCW Live Evening News with Grant Olson. Around the Mariners this season certainly has picked up with this week's trade. Seattle traded away 4 players to acquire Jorge Polanco this week from the Minnesota Twins. John Morosi and Ron Darling with MLB Network's Hot Stove talked about what this means for the Mariners.
Shocker, Jerry Dipoto engaged in another roster swap. He has acquired Jorge Polanco in exchange for 4 players. Anthony DeSclafani is the guy with the most kind of canvas on his major league career. But the key to this trade, Ron, as you know, is Gabriel Gonzalez, the 20-year-old Venezuelan-born outfielder. Power bat, projects with a very high ceiling. The Twins are loading up on bodies here.
Yeah, and a guy that they will definitely be able to use in the future. Another name that not a lot of people know about, but first about Polanco, is Justin Topa is going to help that bullpen for Minnesota. Now, you forget sometimes how good Polanco is. The last couple of seasons, he's only played in 180 games because of injuries, especially last year only playing in 80. But the last season that he was healthy, he went for 33-98, an all-star. So I think the 3 additions that they added, Jerry added, this winter is going to be great for that lineup. Luke Raley, which is underground, getting him. Mitch Garver, of course, who had a good year with the Texas Rangers, a world champion, and now in the middle of that lineup, of course, Polanco will play second base.
This is looking better and better with each deal that we learn of. And Ron mentioned Luke Raley's acquisition. Garver, we're kind of projecting him as a middle-of-the-order bat. And Polanco will slide right into the 3 spot. This is, of course, subject to change, but we do know this. I'm almost blown away by the number I just heard Keith Costas put in my ear. So I want Keith to say this himself for America. We always kind of poke fun at all the deals here. This is the current 40-man breakdown for the Seattle Mariners.
We got that full screen built?
We got it built, Harold, right here. 20 of the 40 acquired via trade. And if you go back for the last 5 years, Keith, give us the number. How many players have the Mariners churned in and out in a 5-year period?
Well, this could be a rare instance, Matty, where I have to come back and correct myself later in the show because I want to double and triple check it myself. But if I have these numbers right, we're up to over 300 players. That's everybody, minor leaguers, both directions, 3-team trades. 300-plus players that have been involved in Dipoto trades in the last 5 off seasons alone.
And that's why at fakemlbshop.com, #HotStove, you can purchase for yourself a Duplinko board. This is how they figure out what they're going to do there. Drop a head down the board, see where he lands, send him there for prospects. Don't get too comfy on the saddle. You may be on your way out of Seattle. Anthony DeSclafani, we barely knew you. You're going to the Twin Cities in a big trade that we learned of last night.
And now, pitchers and catchers report to Peoria to being spring training in just 19 days. Seattle's first Cactus League game is just 23 days from now. Here's a look at what's coming up on college basketball tonight. The Eastern Washington men are on the road at Montana State in Big Sky basketball. Tip time is 6 o'clock on ESPN+. The Eastern women host Montana State at 6, also broadcast on ESPN+, and the 19th ranked Gonzaga women have a West Coast Conference matchup with San Diego on the road at 6 p.m. That game will also be broadcast on ESPN+. Yesterday was day one of the Prep Girls State Bowling Tournament at Bolero in Tukwila. Congratulations to Eastmont's Jillian Castle, who was a medalist with a 4th place finish. Jillian averaged a 182 over 6 games to take 4th, just 63 pins behind state champion Ada Corrine of West Valley. Castle helped Eastmont to 4th as a team after the first day of bowling. Wenatchee was 3rd behind Kamayakin and Emerald Ridge. Teams will bowl full team Bakers today to determine a team champion. Now in Prep Girls basketball last night, the Les Schwab scoreboard had Davis topping Eastmont 83-36, while Okanagan down Cle Elum 44-39. In the Lone Boys game last night, Davis continued its Big 9 dominance with an 83-48 win over Eastmont. Here's the girls' hoop schedule for tonight. Chelan hosts Kashmir at 5:45 p.m., while Cascade takes on Quincy. Wilson Creek plays at Pateros at 6 p.m., while Cascade Christian hosts Moses Lake Christian. The boys' schedule looks exactly the same, only with different start times. Kashmir's at Chelan at 7:15, while Quincy visits Cascade. Wilson Creek plays at Pateros at 7:30, while Moses Lake Christian visits Cascade Christian. Now, when we return, we will have Mike McNaughty's opinion, followed by a very interesting conversation with our good friend Mauricio Sanchez, who happens to be the head coach of the Wenatchee All-Stars FC soccer team here in Wenatchee. So stay tuned with us. And today is Thursday, and what does that mean? Today is Pause for Pets. It's not time for our weekly Pause for Pets, featured from our friends from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Today's featured pet is actually 2 silly sisters who are looking for their forever homes. We're going to meet Abigail and Squishmallow. Now we'll be right back. After the announcement of Alpine Air, thank you so much to our platinum sponsors, proud sponsors of NCW Live. Thank you, Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air.
My name is Pamela Nelly. I'm the Development Director at Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and today I'm here with Abigail and Squishmallow. And these little girls came in as strays about a week ago. They're 7 months old, and as you can see, they are absolutely the sweetest little dogs you could ever hope to meet. They likely might be sisters. They do not have to be adopted together. They would do well going each to their own home. They're just sweet and kind and just full of love and absolutely crazy about sausage. So we're not entirely sure of the breed of Abigail and Squishmallow because they came in as strays, but there's probably some pit bull in there. They are very well behaved, very calm and very sweet dogs. They don't appear to know sit, but that was a lucky one. So maybe they learn really quickly. That was perfect. Good girl, Abigail. Good girl. Good girl. I will say that Squishmallow is incredibly fussy about her treats and so far has refused everything except the sausage. So if Squishmallow is the one that you're thinking, oh my gosh, she could be such a beautiful addition to my family, you'll need lots of sausage. So we don't know how they would do with other dogs, but you're always welcome if you have a dog in the house already to bring them down to do a meet and greet. And we don't know how they would be with cats. So that would be something that you would just have to bear in mind if you were considering adopting. either Squishmallow or Abigail. The great thing is that both Abigail and Squishmallow have been spayed, so they are ready to go home the day you come here and fall in love with them. You can take them right home with you. So if you want to meet Squishmallow or Abigail, come on down to the Humane Society. We're open from 11 to 6, Thursday through Tuesday. If you have dogs in the home and you want to see how they get along well, if they would get along well with these two ladies, you can make an appointment and bring your dog down to do a meet and greet. And we're really hoping that these lovely, lovely lassies find their home in the next week here and fill somebody else's heart with love and eat all your sausage.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
A ductless unit from Carrier can keep anyone comfortable. Take Shelly, for instance. She finds me time in her new attic-turned-home gym. And with her Carrier ductless unit, the temperature is always perfect. No matter how intense her workout gets. Carrier. Total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
Well, looks like our surgery patient is feeling better today.
Yep, I didn't need any oxy today. I thought I'd do a little surgery on the drain.
Huh. Do you need your pain pills anymore?
No.
Well, we should get them out of the house. There are places to drop them off.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I can do that right now.
And I will look at the drain.
Prevent opioid misuse. Find safe medication return options near you at med-project.org.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Welcome to Gilded Lily Home, where something extraordinary is waiting. You'll be delighted to find an amazing selection of specialty foods and tabletop decor. Browse their uniquely curated collection of gifts. Shop for yourself in their wide collection of jewelry and clothing, and for your home with their amazing hand-selected furniture, lighting, and decor. The Gilded Lily Home, where you can step in for inspiration and leave with beautiful items for your home, your kitchen, and your lifestyle.
Mad Dog McNutty, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. Now, how many times have you heard this? A young couple or single person says that they hesitate or they're outright refusing to have children because they don't want to bring an innocent child into this messed up world. Now, I heard people express this, boy, back in my hippie days, and I still hear it now. You know, it makes me sad. You know, the hope for a better world is our children. I mean, every generation makes mistakes and causes their own grief. But every generation also brings improved changes and new hope to this tough old world. I think back on the 60s and 70s. Yeah, I'm that old. And I think of the social upheaval that occurred during that period of time. And even some of the same problems that happened then that we're still having now, we're still making progress in recognizing what needs to change in this world. And it's our youth that have the energy to make these changes. Now, I won't see the world my grandkids will inherit, and I know there'll still be problems, but they'll also make it better, too. This is Mike Mad Dog McNutty, and that's my opinion.
The family at the Epladolin want to help your loved one feel at ease in their new home environment. Epladolin offers beautiful one-bedroom and studio apartments. Residents enjoy 3 delicious home-style meals a day, laundry service, housekeeping service, and encouragement to make themselves cozy in their new home. Epladolin welcomes your family to come and visit their family. Epladolin, independent and assisted living. They make the complicated easy for you. Call today for a tour.
Your home runs on hot water. From the kitchen, to the bath, to the laundry. So Rheem offers a wide variety of water heaters from traditional models to ones smart enough to tell you how much hot water is available. On second thought, perhaps the laundry can wait.
If you are looking for dependable car service and repair, visit the good guys at Quick Lube and Tune. They've been keeping cars and trucks in the Wenatchee Valley running smooth for 35 years. Quick Lube and Tune is your hometown shop for a 10-minute oil change, complete tune-ups, alignments, brakes, mufflers, air conditioning service, and more. Get more life out of your vehicle by bringing it to the local guys you can trust at Quick Lube and Tune on South Wenatchee Avenue.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Come see how very different you will feel in your Bullfrog Spa.
Hi there, welcome back to the show and thank you for staying with us. You are watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm Jasmin Sanchez and today I would love to extend a warm welcome to the one and only Mauricio Sanchez, head coach of the Wenatchee All-Stars FC. Bienvenido, Mauricio. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the invite.
Thank you so much for being on the show with us. If you guys do not know Mauricio, Mauricio is from Wenatchee. He is a person who is actually really well known in the community, and if you like soccer, I am sure that you have heard his name a couple of times out there. He has a soccer team here, and I would love to ask you some questions today just about the soccer club and about your experience.
Perfect.
And I would love to start with, when was the Wenatchee All-Stars founded?
So we started in 2020, but due to COVID, we couldn't compete. All the regulations, basically the whole world stopped, as we know. You know, COVID was a big thing, so we couldn't compete. 2021 was our first year where we played in an actual league. So that was really exciting to get soccer back on the map in Wenatchee area. We used to have a semi-pro team, and that folded back in 2016 or 2017. But we needed something like this, so we initiated the Wenatchee All-Stars, and we called it the All-Stars because in reality there's a lot of talent in town, and so it's a bunch of stars. So I decided to put them all together and build a club.
Well, in case you're wondering where the name came about for the Wenatchee All-Stars, there you have it. And Mauricio, I have heard you say that somewhere on your social media about the local talent that we have, and it's so amazing to see somebody who supports and acknowledges that we do have local talent in the area.
Yeah, of course. I myself was part of that pool at one point when I was younger, and everything that I do now is technically what I would have wanted someone to do for me back when I was younger. And so coming back into town, that's exactly what I proposed myself to do, was said, let's build opportunities for these kids to go to college. Let's build opportunities for them to get seen, to showcase their skills and talents. And so that's what we've been doing for the last 3 years. And it's been successful. There's been a lot of help with, the community, sponsors, people that want to get behind the club and what we're doing. And so it's really exciting to see that part of it. We have kids going to Division I schools, Seattle University, D2, NAIA. And I think the main goal, it doesn't matter if it's D1 or NAIA or junior college, the main point is that they can actually go to college and do what they like to do. So it's really rewarding, and it's really amazing to see these kids grow and get out of Wenatchee.
And that's amazing, Mauricio. Just like you mentioned, you wish that somebody was there to have helped you this way, and I feel that you almost become a mentor to these kids that are around you, because they have somebody to look up to and an example of what their future could look like. Do you have a specific age group that you work with? The soccer team?
No specific age groups. I work with youth all the way from 3 years old to adults. So it varies. We have the Wenatchee Football Club for youth, and I help, I organize, I support them. We do a lot of work with them when it comes to the men's season, and so we invite them out to our games. They do halftime shows. They walk out with the men when it's the kickoff time, and so we try to get involved with the youth, because at the end of the day, I know that those kids are going to end up playing for the men's side later on in life. So it's really exciting. Again, I have 2 kids of my own, so my idea is to continue kind of fostering that part of the sport. So it's exciting.
That's amazing, and I'm sure that it's so fulfilling to watch your kids grow up and join you in this, right?
Yes, it's awesome. I don't tend to push them to soccer, but if they want to do it, they have all the tools to do it. So it's really exciting.
And that's amazing. And can I ask you, I think that there may be others that have this question, what is your motivation behind the team? What do you feel motivates you to help everybody, and what motivated you to start the team?
I've done soccer my whole life, since I can remember, and so it's one of my many passions. It's something that allowed me to get out of my bubble, get out of my box, go to college for free. I came back from college with no debt, so that's a huge thing, and that's what I intend to do for everybody else is looking to go to higher education. It's for them to get that and come back to the Valley and build something cool, something, whether it's another soccer team, some sort of organization, some sort of business that at the end of the day can support and just kind of give that incentive to the game here in the Valley.
Do you think that the kids that are on the team are more motivated to attend college after high school when they are part of the team and playing soccer?
Oh yeah, definitely. Half of our players are college players, whether it's Wenatchee Valley College or out of the Valley College. But once they see that, they start mingling and talking to other student athletes. They do. There's something that just ignites within you that says, I want more. And so that's what we're here for, to do. We've been very successful these last 3 years. 3 championships, 3 years. I should say 4. Sorry, 4 championships in 3 years. We played every single final or championship game of every competition that we've been in, and so it's just something that these guys feel. It's motivating, it's reassuring that they can do it, because they see so many of us that have gone through the ranks and have graduated, come back to Wenatchee and done something like this with what we're doing with the club.
And I really feel that that also provides the youth a sense of a boost of confidence, if you will have it, because it really puts people out of their comfort zone. They're interacting with others. They're playing in different towns and different cities from away games. How do you feel seeing everybody and their self-confidence go up to the sky?
It's amazing, because at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be soccer, right? Soccer is just a vessel. It's a tool, and so we utilize it to get us as far as we can. And at the end of the day, the final goal might be, hey, I want to open up my own business, and it might not have nothing to do with soccer, but at the end of the day, I know that soccer led up to that goal. And so it's just awesome to see all these kids that I've played with, played against. We build relationships, and I'm saying these relationships go for a very long time. And I have friends across the globe, and so we reach out to each other, check in, but it's just amazing to see what doors soccer can open for so many, especially the young younger kids here in town. You know, Wenatchee FC youth, kids that are working to get to the next level. They see kids that are going to Division I schools, and if they can do it, so the rest of them, you know. And so they're painting that road and the map for the rest of them to follow. So it's exciting to see.
And that's amazing, Mauricio. I'm sure that makes you do everything with more passion and more love for the game. I have an interesting question for you. I am sure that somebody else saw it also. I follow you on Instagram, and I did see a post about you stepping down as the head coach of Wenatchee All-Stars FC. Would you elaborate a little bit as to what your new position would be within the organization?
Yeah, it was a very hard decision. Like I said, we've been doing this. We're a nonprofit. We're a nonprofit 501c3, and you know, we volunteer our time for the club. Everybody does. We have sponsorships that helps us stay active and operating every year. But I reached a point, again, I have 2 little kids, so I reached a point in my life where I wanted to spend more time with them. I have other passions and career interests that I want to really tap into and start or get going, and so I feel like I needed that time. We have a successful club. Again, you know, 3 years, 4 championships. I always forget about that one. 3 years, 4 championships, so it's been successful. The people behind it supporting us have been incredible. Every single year, you know, they're there ready to help us operate. And so it was a hard decision. I sat with my wife, we went over the whole thing of the club, and at the end I needed some time for me, regroup, get a little more energy, and then come out with a bang and do something different. So I'm excited for that side of it.
Oh, and thank you so much, Mauricio, for sharing that with us. I know that that's probably a question or something that a lot of people are wondering, and I think it's great to have some time for yourself, for your family. Like you said, you have 2 small children, and they want to be with you for more time and spend more quality time together. So
yeah, I know. Of course, I'm still going to be, you know, part of the club. I can't stay away. I'll tell you that. And so I'm going to help any way I can, whether it's logistics, you know, try to get everything that's the admin side very in line, so we can continue to operate year after year.
Well, that's amazing, Mauricio. Thank you so much. And is there a way for someone to try out for the team, or what does the process look like?
Yes, so we have yearly tryouts. Unfortunately, we don't train during winter just because we don't have a space to train. I know, and we are thankful with both Eastmont and Wenatchee school districts to allow a lot of the youth clubs to train in their gyms. And so we always give priority to the youth. Unfortunately, we're not there yet for the men, so we can, you know, we don't have a space to train in winter. We are working on it. Hopefully something comes up. And so yes, tryouts are every year. Everybody's welcome to try out. Everybody that's 15 and older, you come to try out. Tryouts typically in the spring. We announce via Instagram or, you know, social media, but they're open tryouts to anybody that wants to come, anybody that wants to compete, anybody that feels that they have what, you know, they have what it takes to play at the next level. More than welcome. Again, we're just here to provide opportunities for players to showcase their skills, and so the doors are open for anybody. We have kids coming from Moses Lake, we have kids coming from Yakima, from Tri-Cities, and so it's really open to everybody that wants to contribute to this movement.
That's great, Mauricio. Thank you. And what is your Instagram handle or your website?
My Instagram, mauricio.sanchez1, and our website is wenatcheeallstarsfc.com.
Okay, there you have it. If you guys want to try out and have more information, you can visit these sites. Now, Mauricio, to take a shift on this conversation, I would love to address our Spanish speakers, so we are now transitioning into Spanish. El día de hoy le damos la bienvenida al programa a Mauricio Sanchez. Mauricio es alguien muy conocido aquí en la comunidad. Él tiene el equipo de fútbol de Wenatchee All-Stars. Gracias, Mauricio, por estar hoy en el programa de Despierta Valle de Wenatchee. ¿Cómo estás el día de hoy, Mauricio?
Gracias por recibirme. Muy bonita la invitación. Así es. Tenemos 3 años operando con el equipo semiprofesional de fútbol y estamos muy emocionados por lo que viene, por el año que viene, las pruebas y todo lo demás que estamos trabajando con el equipo de fútbol.
Mauricio, te preguntaba hace rato en inglés, ¿hay algún rango de edades de estudiantes o de jóvenes, con los que tú trabajas que pueden unirse al equipo?
Trabajo con todas las edades, trabajo desde los niños de 4 años cuando comienzan a patear un balón hasta adultos, digamos 25 o 30 años incluso. Podemos trabajar con todos ellos. Normalmente es promover la oportunidad de crecimiento, la oportunidad de desarrollo, ya sea del fútbol o sea en cosas personales. Me refiero como a la idea de ir al colegio, a la universidad, la idea de jugar de fútbol profesional. Podemos ayudarles, podemos proveerles oportunidades para que ellos puedan desplazarse ya sea en el fútbol o en cualquier otra cosa que quiera hacer en escuela, universidad, colegio, etcétera.
Muy bien, Mauricio, muchas gracias. Y
claro que sí.
Te preguntaba brevemente, en inglés también te pregunté, recientemente vi una publicación de que ya no serás el head coach de este equipo y puedes platicar un poquito de tus motivos personales por cuál tomaste esa decisión.
Claro que sí, fue un poquito difícil, te digo, me senté con mi esposa, me senté con los niños y nos pusimos a ver todos los 3 años que han transcurrido, el trabajo que hemos invertido en el club. Ha sido un club muy exitoso, han sido 3 años y son 4 campeonatos que nunca había pasado, y somos muy orgullosos de eso porque sabemos que es un buen punto para mí hacerme a un lado y que continúe el show. Traer un entrenador nuevo, me voy a encargar de hacer un poquito más de la parte administrativa del club y seguir operando. Es la idea principal de cómo buscar formas de seguir operando año con año. Estoy triste, pero sé que a la misma vez vamos a seguir creciendo. No me voy a alejar del fútbol, sería imposible alejarme del fútbol, así que voy a estar muy cerca. Tenemos muchos planes que estamos trabajando ahorita en el tiempo de invierno y esperemos que se puedan dar para el próximo año.
Que así sea, Mauricio. Pues muchas gracias por estar hoy en el programa con nosotros. Le damos la bienvenida de nuevo a Mauricio. Thank you so much for joining us today, Mauricio, on the Wake Up Wenatchee Valley show this morning. We are so excited to have you on, and we will be right back.
Thank you.
At Coldwell Banker, their people, their company are cut from a different cloth. They see, hear, sense, and feel things that other people don't. They have a unique appreciation for the thing called home. Because of this dedication, Coldwell Banker has thrived for over a century. This is why they are ranked #1 on Agent Trust. Coldwell Banker. They do real estate with higher standards and have been guiding people home since 1906.
Have you been to Boswell's Furniture lately?
Yes, Boswell's has an expansive 2-story showroom filled with so many great choices for our living room, dining room, and bedroom.
Did you know that Boswell sells directly from their store inventory, so we wouldn't have to wait to get our new furniture?
Yes, plus Boswell's has free local delivery and complimentary design service to help us with the layout and fabric choices.
No waiting and amazing customer service. I mean, why would we go anywhere else?
Boswell's on Easy Street. It's closer than you think.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
It's cold outside and time to make sure your loved ones are safe and secure at home during the cold months ahead. Aging and Adult Care has low-cost, in-home care options for seniors, adults with disabilities, and for caregivers assisting relatives or friends. Services like housekeeping, personal care, and home-delivered meals can make such a difference for you or someone you know. These services and more are available by calling Aging and Adult Care's offices at 1-800-572-4459.
Hello, everyone. Thank you and welcome back to the show. Thank you for staying with us until today. Now, let's give it a drum roll, please. It is now the moment everybody has been waiting for, I am sure. It is time to announce the lucky winner of these 2 tickets, and let's go over and review what these tickets have to offer. These are 2 valid tickets. Each ticket has a value of $120. Combined, they have a value of $240. One lucky winner will win a pair of tickets for the Crab Feed fundraiser. All right, so if you entered for the giveaway, your name is one of these. Somebody in here is going to be the lucky winner of the giveaway. Now let me close my eyes, research, and see who will be the lucky winner. Okay, let's see. Congratulations to Thomas Pat. You are the lucky winner of the tickets for the Crab Feed fundraiser. Please expect an email announcing any details for you to come pick up your tickets at NCW Live. Congratulations to Thomas Patch. I will just leave that right here. And coming up next, we want to show a small preview of our special guest that we had a couple of days ago here on NCW Live, Dr. Maria Morales. She is a well-known community leader, a scholar, and she is also the new program manager at CAFE, which is a nonprofit organization located here in Wenatchee. I have heard so much about you, Dr. Maria Morales, and when you sent me over all the documents with your bio and your cover letter resume, I thought, wow, she has so much experience. She has done such amazing work, and I would love to give you the opportunity to introduce yourself and give us a brief background of what it is that you have done.
Thank you so much. First of all, it's such a pleasure to be here. Es un honor to be here. Well, a little bit about my background, and thank you for the opportunity to speak here and share a little bit about me. I think I'll begin with saying that, well, I am a proud immigrant from Mexico. I crossed the border, so I'm a first generation. I came when I was 5 years old, raised in California until I was the age of 16. And then at that age, we moved to Kashmir, Washington, to Little Kashmir, Washington from the East Bay in California. But my maternal side of the family was already here. My grandparents, proud granddaughter of Baldomero Sanchez, Araviña, saludos. So we moved out here and graduated from Kashmir High School. I've have a lot of love and connections to this valley, to this area. I left to college and had been doing all the things, going to school. I went to Eastern, WSU, and had jobs out of the valley. And I left here, and I just moved back about 2 years ago with the purpose of reconnecting back and giving back to this community, and also spending more time with my family, who they all live here, mom and uncles and aunts and grandparents and cousins, and most of it I do have family outside of this region, but yeah, it's a little bit of that introduction.
And how do you feel, Dr. Maria, being back in the Valley?
I was definitely that young person in high school that when I graduated and went to college, I said, I'm never coming back here. Not that I didn't like it here, but at that time, it's a small town and you're young, you don't have access, or you don't feel like you have access to a lot of things. So I never thought that I would move back to live here. At least not this soon, although it's been a while since I left. But now that I've been here, I feel really grateful to be here. I mean, living here as an adult, after having gone through professional experiences and personal experiences, it's a different feeling to learn what's going on here, to engage and connect to community, but also just feel really grateful that I am here because I get to spend more time with my grandparents, with my mom, with my sibling, right? I have a brother in Tacoma, but everybody else is here. It's just mostly the opportunity to spend the day-to-day, to be able to visit my grandparents, and they're getting older, and so I'm just really grateful that I get to be here, and also to see how this valley has grown. There is so much more here than when I was in high school, when I graduated, and when I left, to college. Just to see the emerging leaders and to see the organizations that have been just sort of popping up, right, and doing such good work, events, and also after living in Pullman and Cheney, I lived in Lacey, I've lived in Olympia, I lived in Tacoma. All those places have beautiful things, but this area and the mountains and the rivers, there's just no place like it. So I'm just really grateful that I had the opportunity to be back.
Well, there you have it. Now you can see a short preview of what we have coming up for tomorrow. So stay tuned and make sure to tell everybody to join us tomorrow on the Wake Up Wenatchee Valley show. And now we are making a little bit of a change at the moment. We are now going to make some announcements in Spanish for all our Spanish viewers, but stay with us. Ahora, bienvenidos al programa de Despierta Valle de Wenatchee. Estamos muy contentos de tenerlos a ustedes hoy por aquí. Vamos a hacer un poco de resumen de lo que platicamos el día de hoy. Si estuvieron con nosotros el día de ayer, la mañana de ayer en el programa, participaron algunas personas en un sorteo que tenemos aquí en la televisora para ganarse 2 boletos, ¿ok? Muy emocionante. Cada boleto tiene un valor de $120. Juntos tienen un valor de $240. Una persona con mucha suerte se va a ganar estos boletos que son para 2 personas. Puedes invitar a tu pareja, amiga, a tus papás, vecino, al quien tú quieras. Hace ratito ya escogimos un nombre. Si tú mandaste un correo electrónico, tu nombre estuvo aquí. Ahorita lo acabo de sacar el nombre, pero el ganador es este que enseñé hace ratito, que se llama Thomas Patch. Él fue la persona ganadora de este sorteo y le vamos a enviar un correo electrónico con instrucciones y detalles para que pueda venir aquí a las instalaciones a recoger estos boletos. Y recuerden que esto es algo que hacemos, esta dinámica de un sorteo cada miércoles en el programa. Tienes la oportunidad de ganarte algo, lo que sea que estemos rifando para esta semana. Ahora sí me gustaría repasar un poco con ustedes el pronóstico del clima por los 7 días. Uriah, if we can move on to the 7-day weather forecast, please. Vamos a ver qué tal tenemos por aquí, cómo estará el clima aquí por el Valle de Wenatchee en esos próximos días. Para hoy tenemos lluvia. Ayer también estaba lloviendo, todo el día estaba lloviendo y esta mañana que venía a trabajar las carreteras aún seguían súper mojadas, pero ya no tenemos nieve, que eso a mí en lo personal me emociona mucho. Tenemos lluvia probablemente principalmente entre el mediodía hasta las 4 de la tarde, niebla irregular antes de las 11 de la mañana. Y si no tenemos que esté nublado, la máxima alrededor de 45 grados. Los vientos parecen que están tranquilos, muy calmados y la probabilidad de precipitaciones es del 60%. Es posible que se produzcan nuevas precipitaciones inferiores a 1/10 de pulgada. Para esta noche tenemos niebla irregular antes de las 2 de la mañana, sino mayormente nublado y la mínima alrededor de 38, viento ligero y variable. Viernes tenemos aquí el pronóstico que tendremos clima mayormente nublado y el máximo a 45 grados y tenemos vientos muy tranquilos. Por la noche también tenemos un pronóstico parecido, mayormente nublado y temperatura máxima de 34, viento del oeste a 3 a 5 millas por hora. Para el sábado tenemos aquí mayormente nublado. Ya habíamos tenido algunos días muy soleados, muy calientes, buen clima, pero estamos de regreso al clima del estado de Washington. Ya tenemos una alta temperatura para el sábado de 44 grados y viento del noreste de 3 a 5 millas por hora. Y por la noche paremos que tendremos mayormente nublado, mínima alrededor de 44. Y para este domingo, 20% de probabilidad de lluvia después de las 10 de la mañana. Tenemos nieve, a nivel de nieve en altitud a 23,000 pies, mayormente nublado y el máximo para el domingo es de 43 grados, que todavía es un poquito más caliente de las temperaturas que tuvimos en los últimos días. Y para la noche podemos esperar que el clima y la temperatura baje hasta 35. Recuerden que cuando está a 35 no se congela el agua que está por las carreteras. Eso son buenas noticias. Para el domingo por la noche tenemos una probabilidad de 10% de lluvia después de las 4 de la mañana. Nivel de nieve a 25,000 pies, mayormente nublado. Y la temperatura mínima es de 35 grados. Para el lunes, 30% de probabilidad de lluvia, principalmente después de las 10 de la mañana. Nivel de nieve, 21,000 pies, mayormente nublado y el máximo para el lunes es de 41. Lunes por la noche, una probabilidad de 30% de lluvia, principalmente antes de las 10 de la noche, mayormente nublado y el mínimo alrededor de 33. Para el martes, 30% de probabilidad de lluvia, nivel nivel de nieve 21,000 pies, parcialmente soleado para el martes, ya regresa el sol y la temperatura máxima es de 43 grados y por la noche esperamos una temperatura baja de 31. Ya para el miércoles sí parece que tenemos más sol, 20% de lluvia, la temperatura máxima sería de 42 grados y por la noche de 31 grados. Gracias por ver este programa. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning with us today. That was a little bit of the recap of what we had and what we can expect on the show. We will see everybody tomorrow, and I am going to say bye to all of my Spanish speakers. Gracias por vernos en este programa. Mañana tenemos una entrevista con la doctora María Morales Sánchez, que es una líder, una persona para seguir aquí en la comunidad. Mañana a las 7 de la mañana nos pueden ver en vivo. I'm Jasmin Sanchez. You are watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Thank you so much for being with us today, and we will see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. on our regular morning show. Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.